Hello and welcome to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In today's segment, I will be talking about body image and body shaming, basically. And the reason why I'm talking about this subject yet again is because I received a lot of emails on the subject because I've talked about it before. And I want to start off by saying this. At this point of time that we are living in now, people have a certain way they feel beauty should look. Okay. And most of us know that they feel it should be someone that's thin, someone that's maybe, and I have to be honest, it depends on what race. If it's within a Caucasian race, it should be blonde, blue eyes, thin. Black race, lighter complexion, thin, with straight hair. All right. That's really the two races that everyone really seems to get into disagreements about. Okay. And when it comes to females, and a lot of people feel that if you don't match those descriptions, then you're not beautiful. Society feels if you have a little more meat on your bones than the next person, then you're not beautiful. What do they consider beautiful is what I'm wondering about. Because everyone is beautiful in their own way. Okay? No matter what anyone else thinks, we all have beauty within us, inside, outside. It's what you think about yourself. You don't let anyone else put their views on you. Okay, if they feel, and I have to add this, there's not one person in this world that everyone thinks is just so beautiful. You're not going to find one person that every single person in the world thinks is beautiful. No matter how pretty that person is, it's always going to be someone out there saying, oh, I don't think she's beautiful at all, So that's why I tell people every day, don't consume yourself with worrying about what the next person thinks about you. It's what you think about yourself. Just like when they say it doesn't matter what a person calls you, it's what you answer to. Okay, so we have got to get it together and stop allowing people to have us feeling a certain type of way about ourselves. And I have continued to tell people every single day not to let other people bring them down. Don't let people tell you how they think you should look. If you like your hair straight, then wear it straight. If you like your hair curly, then wear it curly. If you want to wear extensions, then wear extensions. Is what you think about yourself. And I hear a lot of people saying, well, Black women they wear a lot of extensions and weave. Black women are not the only ones that wear weave. There is a lot of different races of women out there that wear hair extensions and the fake eyelashes. Come on, people. Let's get real here. I know that I wear my hair natural and I love it. I used to do the whole perming of the hair and have my hair straight until I thought one day, why am I doing this? Why am I putting myself and my hair through all of these harsh chemicals? So I decided that I was no longer going to put any chemicals in my hair unless it was natural products. So I've been natural now for, I believe, about 5 years because I'm not putting any chemicals in my hair. And I love it. Other people they've told me they love it, but it's not even about how they feel about it. It's how I feel about it. And anyone that does not like my natural hair, I don't care. You don't have to look at it. You don't have to comment on it. I love me and I love what I do when it comes to my own image. Okay. You should never change anything about yourself unless you want to. Don't change yourself because of the next person feel you don't look the way they want you to look. We have a problem in society to where we put people down so much. We are so judgmental. And the sad thing is, all of the people out there that's being judgmental toward others, they need to stop in their tracks. Stop. Look in the mirror. And let's see if they love everything about themselves. If you can't look in that mirror and say that you have not one flaw, then you're lying, because we all have flaws. Unless you go out and you pay for cosmetic surgery. If that's your type of thing, if that's your cup of tea, then you do it. Okay? But why would you go and change who you are? That's saying right now, I don't like myself. I'm going to go change who I am because I don't like what I see in the mirror. You should always like yourself. And if you feel you want to change something, whether you want to gain weight or you want to lose weight, do it because you want to do it. Don't do it because other people feel, oh, you're too big or you're too skinny or, your hair is too short or your hair is too curly. Make changes to yourself if it's what you want to do. The only time you should make changes dealing with your body or whatever it is that you feel need to be changed is because a doctor has told you maybe you need to gain weight or maybe you need to lose weight. That's different because that's your health. But if it's just people on the internet or people that you meet that feel like they don't like you the way you are, tell them, don't look at me. Keep it moving. You don't have to like me. And I tell people, I always tell people, I like myself. Actually, I love myself. My self-esteem, again, is through the roof. And I feel everyone's self-esteem should be the same way. Don't look down when you walk in a room full of people. You look up and let them know, hey, stand straight. Walk in there. And let them know I'm beautiful. I know I'm handsome. Because there's a lot of men out there with low self-esteem that feel that they aren't what women might want. You have to believe in yourself. And I tell people every day, if you don't love yourself, how do you expect for anyone else to love you? You have to love yourself first. It starts right there within yourself. And a lot of people, I think, don't love themselves. That's why they allow others to interpret to them how they should look or how they should feel about certain things. And then you look at what's going on in Hollywood. You got to understand, these people in Hollywood have access to all of this money. So whatever they feel they don't like about themselves, they're going under the knife to correct it. Just everyone can't do that. And to mention it, to be honest, you shouldn't want to do that. Why put yourself through unnecessary surgeries or anything of the sort if you don't need it? Why do you go? I still don't understand why people take pictures of celebrities to the doctors and tell them, hey, I want you to make me look like them. Are you kidding me? That's kind of scary to me, because you're basically taking this person's picture to this surgeon and telling him, make me look like this person. I think that's that's crazy. Okay. Why would you want to look like them? And matter of fact, they might not even be looking like themselves, because you don't know how many surgeries they've had. I watch these talk shows and I see all these people with the before and afters, or, how people, like, for instance, with Meghan Markle, look how they had a woman, she ran to the doctors and tried to look as much like this woman as she possibly could. But she didn't. She thought she did. They didn't make her. They might have gave her a couple of features, may be like hers, but she looked nothing like her. And then they were telling her, oh, you look just like her. Oh, no, you don't. And I was looking at this like, are they serious? I mean, they're just telling her what she wants to hear. You know, and your own family and your friends, if they can't be honest with you, then that's sad. And she was in a room full of family, a room full of friends. The media was there, and they all of them were lying to her. She didn't look like her. She looked nothing like her, and she was okay before she went under the knife. So, like I stated before, we have got to do better. Okay, there is so much out there you could be doing, or so many different things you can be thinking about, rather than wanting to look like the next person. You know, that's almost like that people, when they say you want to live like the Joneses. Okay, just because they have this $1 million house and these expensive cars, you feel you want to go out and get the same thing, and you can't afford it. And then you're going to lose it. Because why? Because you want to follow in their footsteps. They can afford to do that. I believe everyone just needs to stay in their own lane, be who you are, live within your means, and stop trying to be like everyone else. And just be yourself. And love yourself. I mean, they're still talking this subject about this singer, Lizzo. This should not still be talked about. Why are you all still talking about this? I did a video on that a couple of days ago because I wanted people to hear the truth. And the truth is, the only reason why they're making such a big deal out of how she was looking is because she's a heavier woman. Because she's not thin. So therefore, it's a problem for her ass to be out. But everyone else's asses are out every day. But they are okay with it because she has what they want, the big butt. All of these women have the big asses that people want to see, the curves. And they don't think Lizzo she doesn't have that body that they feel she should have. So they feel she should cover up. Apparently in a turtleneck up, just turtleneck and fully clothed and just showing not a piece of skin. But the woman is confident. Let her be confident. I mean, you all tell everyone you should be confident and have confidence in yourself and how you look and girl power this and all of this and that. But yet you turn around and you dog her out. You turn around and you make it seem like she's just totally disgusting. And she's not. She loves herself. But she doesn't have that body image that society feels she should have. And she does not have to have that. She doesn't need it. She loves her beauty. Okay, she sees her beauty. And we have got to stop body shaming people. Okay? Everyone is not going to look like Rihanna or Lady Gaga or Halle Berry. I mean, Megan Fox. I mean, whoever, just people in general. Everyone is not going to look like these people. Gabrielle Union. Everybody's different. Okay? Everyone's different. Just let people be who they are. Let them look the way they desire to look. And stop bashing people and putting people down because they aren't up to what you call your standards. Are you even up to the standards that you're trying to give everyone else? Because if you follow people home, all of these people that's always talking about who looks this way, who looks that way, take half of this makeup off of half of these people, men included. Take off these expensive suits they have on, dresses, whatever they're wearing. Let people see the true you, and let's see how they feel about you. See, people can hide behind all of this makeup and clothing because makeup and clothing will make you look better than what you look like. Okay, have you ever heard people say, "Oh, she's really pretty with what she has on is bringing her out"? Or I've even heard people say, "Oh, he's handsome." in that suit, it makes him look really sexy. But he's not all that attractive, but that suit makes him look just so sexy. Okay, there you go. So these people have on all of this makeup and these expensive clothes, but when they take it off, who are they? They look like totally different people. And that's why I tell people, stop wearing all of that makeup. Stop making yourself look like somebody else. Because when you don't have it on, people are going to be like, who are you? And where did you come from? I mean, there's nothing wrong with wearing makeup, but just make sure that when you don't have it on, people still know who you are. That you're not changing yourself with a boatload of makeup. Okay? I will be back as soon as I take this short break, and stay tuned. Hello, and welcome back to Life as It Is with me, Dora Middleton. In this segment, I've been talking about body image and how people feel we should all look. The subject that made me do this segment yet again is because of the whole Lizzo thing. I mean, it's still going on to where people are in such a disagreement about what took place and why it took place, when it shouldn't even be like that, because let the woman be. She loves herself. She loves her body. Oh, well, deal with it. If you all don't like it, then it's your problem. And I don't have anything else to say about that situation. Okay. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about is your image. You have to love who you are. You have to love the skin that you were born into. Okay. If you don't love yourself, then again, you can't expect for someone else to love you. You have to like who you are when you look in the mirror. Okay, and don't let anyone tell you that you're not beautiful because your hair is in a certain way, or you're not a certain complexion, or your weight is in a certain way. You don't have the height that they want you to have. Those people are putting their views of you. How can I put it? Let me rephrase this. Most of those people don't like how they look, so therefore they want to come and try to get you all screwed up in your head about what you feel you should look like, if they come to a person that's a little bit weak when it comes to their own self-image. Okay, but as long as you know who you are, no one can do that to you. But there are a lot of people that allow outsiders to come in and tell them they're not beautiful, they're not handsome. They tell these people, well, who will want you? You know, you need to change this, you need to change that. No, don't let anyone do that to you all. People kill themselves every day. They commit suicide every day because of some BS that someone else has told them. I can recall working with a young lady that had, she had 3 nose jobs. After the 4th, she still didn't like herself. She felt that people were still looking at her and that they didn't think that she was attractive. So she decided to go home after work and she hung herself. Okay. I couldn't understand when they delivered the news to the rest of us, the coworkers. I couldn't believe it. All I could do is shake my head like this. This is not the way this is supposed to be. Love who you are and don't allow society to put their views off on you. You have to love who you are. Love everything about you from head to toe. Don't let people tell you how you should wear your hair. You don't let people tell you what they feel isn't pretty on you. You know what you feel good in. If you have on a certain outfit and you love it, then you wear it. If someone else doesn't like it, tell them, don't look, turn your head. If you like your hair straight, wear it straight. You like it natural, wear it natural. You like it blonde, wear it blonde. Whatever the case may be, you have to feel comfortable with yourself. You cannot allow other people to interpret to you how you are supposed to look. Okay? And if we stop allowing people to do that, which I've never allowed that, I have to tell you, and I say this in all my podcasts, my self-esteem is through the roof. You're not going to tell me that I'm not beautiful from head to toe, because I don't want to hear anything you have to say. And I tell people ahead of time, if you don't like what you see, then keep it moving, okay? Because I love me. I don't need you to tell me anything I need to change about me, because only I know what I need to change about me. I don't need your input on that. And I'm not trying to be harsh, you know, but people have got to stay in their own lane. Let people do them. Let them live their life. And until they do that, no one's ever going to be at peace in this world. Everyone feels they should look like Jennifer Aniston, Gabrielle Union, Lady Gaga. It's not like that. Rihanna, Cardi B, look like who you are, okay? Don't try to look like the next person, because you don't know what the next person has paid for to even look the way that they're looking. I mean, there's a lot of cosmetic surgery. That's a big business out there right now. Everyone's changing everything. They're adding, they're taking away. They're doing whatever they have to look the way the society said they should look. And that's sad. Don't allow society to tell you how you should look. Don't allow the next person to look at you and tell you that you shouldn't look that way. No, tell them, go look in the mirror and tell me what's perfect about you. They're not going to be able to tell you that, because none of us are perfect. None of us. Okay. I mean, God made us, we're in his image. We're all perfect in that way. I have to say, I needed to rephrase that. But what I'm trying to say is there's a flaw somewhere. We all have some type of flaws on us somewhere. Okay, the flaw could be that we don't know how to match certain colors when we dress. Oh, well, we'll figure it out. Or we might not know how to put on makeup a certain way. Or the man may continue to get his hair cut the wrong way. But that's his flaws, their flaws. It's not for us to tell them that. This is something that they have to feel like they're not comfortable with. We cannot tell them how they should be looking or what we feel is flawed. If they don't see their own flaws, then it's not there. They don't feel they have any flaws. And that's okay. That is okay. Let them live their lives. And my motto is let them be fabulous, okay? Don't try to control what has nothing to do with you. And just stop body shaming people. I can't stop. I mean, people constantly. I've had men and women tell me, oh, I love your natural hair. So beautiful. Your hair looks so soft and this and that, and it feels so soft. But here's the thing. Then you have other people that say, oh, now they've never touched natural hair, okay? But they'll tell you, oh, wow, does natural hair, does it feel soft, or is it kinky, or how does it feel? Does it feel dry? No. Does yours feel dry? It just amazes me. It's like, is natural hair from space? What is going on here? But I laugh at people like that because, again, I love my natural hair and I wouldn't wear it any other way. And I know it's beautiful because I embrace my image. Okay? I embrace it. I love everything about me. And there will never be a time when I allow someone else to tell me that I'm not looking the way I should be looking, because you don't know what you're talking about. I know how I want to dress me. I know how I want to wear my makeup. I know how I want to look. Okay? So if you're not my doctor telling me I need to change something about myself when it comes to image, weight-wise, if it's not my doctor telling me, oh, you need to lose weight or you need to gain weight, then I don't need your opinion. Okay? That has nothing to do with you. So I think we have got to get it together and stop making people feel bad about themselves. Stop getting people, some of these people are already depressed. And then your input with your nosy asses out there. And yes, I'm going to say nosy asses. Put your input and you start putting things in their minds and their ears and you get them all depressed. And then these people turn suicidal because they feel they're not lovable. They feel they're not handsome enough. They're not beautiful enough. They're not smart enough. Stop it. Let people be who they are and worry about your own damn selves. Okay? Stop worrying about the next person. That's just like when people live in apartments. You have these nosy people that beat on walls and beat on floors because someone's walking through an apartment that they're paying for and it's costing them $2,000 a month to live in it. But you want to act like you're living in a house. And I can remember telling people over and over again, when you're when you live in an apartment, that's community space is what it is. Anyone can live in there. You don't own the building. You don't own anything but what's inside of your walls, okay? So don't concern yourself with the next person. As long as they're not selling drugs, as long as they're not blasting the radio to where you can't get any sleep, let people be them. I remember when I lived in an apartment, my neighbor used to listen to his music kind of loud. Hey, I'm not going to lie. Sometimes I liked it because he was playing what I wanted to hear. And even if he wasn't, if it's not bothering me and it wasn't bothering my children, he paid his rent. That was his business. I think people just need to stop being so darn nosy. As long as it's not drugs involved, as long as no one's committing murders next door to you, that's not anything else that's happening in that home. As long as no one's being hurt in there. Now, if you're hearing someone be beat on constantly and they're screaming out for help, women and children, that's a problem. Now, me personally, I will call the authorities, the law, because someone could end up dead. But anything else, that has nothing to do with me. Okay? Nothing. And you have to understand that when you're in apartments, the walls are thin. And I'm only talking about this subject because I'm trying to get people to understand you have to mind your own business. Let people do them. Okay? Let them live their lives. I think the world would be a lot better if we all just tried to mind our own business. See, the funny thing is we can get into each other's business regarding self-image, about how we're looking. But when it comes to people contacting the law about crimes they've witnessed or about things that shouldn't have happened, someone has been murdered or whatever the case may be, or you're walking down the street and you're seeing someone robbed and you're not calling the police or anything, someone's been beat, someone's been shot. When you're walking down the streets or you see this out and you're not calling the police, but you take your cameras out to film all of these situations and put it on social media, then you're sick. Those people, I don't like people like that. If you're going to take your phone out, you take your phone out to call 911. Don't film something just to put it on social media. Everyone is after likes and everything and chasing fame to the point to where they don't even care about people's lives anymore. So unless you're doing that to help people, keep your phones in your purse. If you're not filming because you're trying to give these people the evidence they need to help them out in a situation that they were just in, then don't film. Because people can be so disgusting at times. I mean, I've been on social media and the videos that pop up there, they will make you sick. And you're asking yourself, what type of person would put this stuff on social media? But hey, you're subject to see any and everything on social media. So it's definitely not for the weak. Okay, but again, all I wanted to say in this video is let people live their lives the way they want to live them. Stop trying to change people so that they would be what you want them to be. Let them be who they feel comfortable being, themselves. People may seem so happy on the outside and they are so depressed and feel like they're dying in the inside because of the way people make them feel. So in society, all of us, I let people be who they are. So I'm not even going to include myself in this just to make anyone listening feel better about themselves. No. People in society need to stop it. So if you're listening to my segment and you know that you do things like this, then cut it out. Stop it. And let people be who they are. Stop making people's lives a living hell. Let them be happy. So maybe then the suicide rates will fall all the way down. You won't have people killing themselves over stupid shit because of the way that the next person made them feel about themselves. And that's not going to happen unless we all learn to let people be who they are and stop trying to turn them into who you want them to be. Okay? When we do that, the world will be a better place for all of us. Well, it has been a pleasure speaking with you all on this segment. So until next time, take care.